beautiful rose is standing at the corner. She is a living in and out of tune. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind.
Celebrating Heil Hitler and Adolf Hitler. I cannot believe we're even seeing this and witnessing Miami Beach.
A Miami Beach nightclub catching heat, accused of celebrating hate with a song about
Hitler.
Yo, hey, too much smoky coming like Canada. Got kush more harder in the rooms. I'm running from love, but I'm not gonna stamina. I'm whipping it smart and knocks in the air, but we gonna come fuck with the cannon.
I didn't ask him to play it. I didn't dance. I didn't sing.
I think SNEAKO
Played the song.
You're virtually banned from every single hospitality group in the United States.
Are ya ready, kids? I can't hear you. Oh!
Who lives in an island called Lil St. James? Shout out my side bitch, her name is just Lane. Celebrities come to my island on planes. I bet they'd kill me if I said their name. Ready? Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
You eat pork? Sure. You do eat pork? Of course. I can smell it on your breath. You just ate a Garcia sausage. Pork's Garcia sausage.
It was a premio sausage, but it was close.
Premio sausage?
Premio.
You ate a sausage and then you came and talked to the boss.
This ain't cheddar, this quiche.
Got it, Mr. Ready back. 90 seconds on my back. 30 seconds like you like. Fuck it just as like you like. Do it just like you like. Take it just like you like. Call it just like you like. Write it just like you like.
Sir, can you please take a photo of us?
I'm such a big fan.
No, we love you.
Come on in.
Thank you.
I am. I just went for Juma.
Wow.
Assalamu alaikum.
Are you SNEAKO?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey man, I'm a Jew and fuck you.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Well, I love everybody.
You like Hitler, dude. What's wrong?
What do you mean? I don't like Hitler.
You actually not?
No.
Oh.
That's no way to talk to people, saying fuck you to someone you don't know.
You shit on like Judaism all the time. You
No, I don't.
understand that, right?
No, I don't.
What do you think we believe in?
Yeah, he was Asian American.
Asian American. We're talking Korean, we're talking Thai, we're talking Vietnamese.
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
You know what? It's fine. I have a preliminary sketch here. Is this the man who assaulted you?
David, I'm a Jew and fuck you.
You fool. I'm just going to say I didn't do it. I'm just going to say that I didn't play the song. I don't find the song funny. I didn't think it was appropriate to do.
You got to sacrifice that title. This retarded. This is not funny. This is horrible. Guess you're not Top G anymore. Stole that shit. I'm Top G, nigga. I talk facts.
Tristan told me that SNEAKO played the song.
He was calling on it. Oh yeah, SNEAKO does loads of clips insulting me all the time.
Let's work out this issue a little bit.
There's no issue.
They smile in my face is what I don't like. They steal your whole sound, that's a sound bite. The media crucify me like they did Christ.
I'm not fucking sorry for listening to a song. It's a fucking song.
A girl will run her mouth only out of spite.
That what I said, little bitch. 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 Just keep that going, I guess, in that part. That what I said, little bitch. That what I said. Get them bands now, run it up. Get them bands now, run it up. Stack my bands now, run it up. All blue bands like nothing else. Bitch, I'm good, I'm 100 now. Don't move less than 100 rounds. She on me, she on now. All my cups, they dragged out. She chill with me, she say that's a touchdown. She can't believe she gon' touch now. Smoking at her, get bust now. I cannot get stuck now. Yeah. Diamonds out in my bust now. Big boy, grab get left out. Don't wanna talk about the check now. Off white on my Nike check now. Tell Nike I need a check now. I didn't want more than that less now.
Where's that old lake shack? It's gonna be too much if we're over there. Just for security's sake, it's not gonna work.
Can I take a picture? Thank you, man.
Tomorrow night I smash your boy. Islam!
Islam! Islam! Islam! Islam! Islam!
Enough. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Long of love speech. Yeah, Mike's unmuted. How you guys doing? No more blonde. Bald goes back. Bald. I'm bald. Is it better or no? Chat. WRL hair. WRL hair. Yeah, cut it off. It was time to go. Maybe I'll go blonde again if Amber Rose comes back. Good to see everybody here. Someone said, my eyes! My eyes!
Scoop poop.
Anyway, L. Everyone's saying L. Well, YouTube's saying L. RIP Blanco. Everyone's saying L. You know, you can't win. You can't win. When I have blonde hair and it's growing out, everyone says, oh, cut it off. I cut it off. L. It's just a bunch of fucking dick-sucking haters in here. Yeah, well, it's going to grow. I probably should have waited a little bit longer, but I was tired of, I didn't feel like waiting, so. It'll grow out. But yeah, today's going to be a great stream. We have lots of stuff to talk about. Yesterday was a great stream. If you guys were here yesterday. Were you guys in the stream yesterday with Professor Jang? I thought that was great. That was my favorite interview. Best interview in a long time. Yeah, said nobody cares about aliens anymore. They said don't appreciate it. Appreciate it, yeah. So we're going to talk about Obama has revealed that there are aliens. Apparently he's on a podcast and he's not talking about Epstein. He's talking about the fact that there are now aliens. This is something new for the Goyim to get upset about. Now we have aliens to deal with. As well, Alex Jones made an appearance on Myron's podcast yesterday. And he spread a bunch of propaganda, a bunch of lies. So we're going to debunk that. Alex Jones is controlled opposition. He got community noted for saying, you're just glazing Trump and saying that he released the Epstein files. Hey, Alex Jones, Trump said if you want the release of the Epstein files, that he doesn't want your support anymore. Word for word on Truth Social. Allegedly, in my opinion. He's been brushing this under the rug for years. This is not him releasing it. You think that he was in charge of this at all? Alex Jones knows he's not. That's why Netanyahu is here right now meeting with Kushner and the other very important Jews. But Alex Jones is just there to run cover. And he goes on and he starts talking, oh, they're eating babies and they're smashing skulls together and they're pulling teeth out. Just say that he worked for Israel. The former CIA saying that he was an Israeli spy. Alex Jones is here propped up to make everybody go crazy. He's placed as the schizophrenic conspiracy guy, but he gets so many things wrong. He posts AI slop all the time. When the Epstein files were released, he said that Epstein was Mamdani's dad. He said Epstein was Mamdani's dad. He's not a source of credibility. And he's giving credit to Pam Bondi for releasing it after she said that. Look at the Dow. The Dow. Look at the Dow, goy. Slop. There was some other goy drama yesterday, some stuff. We already covered that. Going to be some good days of reaction. I want to go through some lectures today as well. Played The Last of Us yesterday. That was a lot of fun. The view botting things are getting crazier. I'm going to go detail that and show you how much I've made. We're about halfway through the month. And it's going to be another good stream. W Daily Streamer. I've only missed 2 days this year so far. I've been out here grinding, man. I hear someone say "Sar" in the chat.
Scoop poop.
I see that. I see that. So, get off drugs. You look horrible. Do I look horrible? Why do I look horrible? Damn, man. I'm a fucking dick, man. Drugs. I can't. Where would I do drugs? In here by myself? Like in here alone? Ah. Let me turn that down. That's cool. Oh, too much? Turn it down a little bit. Bunch of meat eaters in the chat. Yeah. What are you talking about? This is weird. I don't know what happened. The lighting is weird now. Ever since Stacey left, I can't get it right. Something's off about this. I look too black here or like too dark. And then you turn it up and then they say, SNEAKO's bleaching his skin. You look horrible. I think things are looking good. It's time for a change. Time for a new cut. Yeah, we got Ramadan in a couple days. No, you don't look good. Okay. Blonde looked better. You know what? It is what it is. Maybe I'll do it again. I kind of missed it. You're not black though. Shut your goy up. Your goy face up. Turn it up a bit. It is what it is. Anyway, yeah, good to be back. Very consistent. Been loving the streams. And I thought yesterday...
LeBron and KD exposed for supporting Israel
yes,
on the same day.
I forgot to mention that. Thank you for telling me, and I appreciate the TTS. LeBron James is no longer the GOAT. Anybody who glazes LeBron James, it's now LeGoy James. LeGoy James, now and forever. I've been saying LeBron James was a paid shill. Ever since, you see, every time LeBron James gets on the court, he goes... He's spreading Kabbalah magic onto the court. He's met with rabbis as a spiritual leader, even though he's not Jewish. What is this like? What is that? Why are you putting magic onto the court? What type of religion is that? So at a press conference, he says that he heard a lot of great things about Israel. He wants to be a good goy and go there, and he's heard great things about that. That's why I said Kyrie Irving is the GOAT. My favorite basketball player of all time, even before I got in contact with Kyrie. In the 2016 finals, Warriors versus Cavs, everybody remembers that shot he did against Curry. That was like the only NBA season that I really paid attention to. And Kyrie, he was the one who carried LeBron to his third ring. Well, now LeBron's trying to get his 33rd ring. Sell out. Sell out. Skinhead SNEAKO. How are you saying skinhead? I have hair on my head. Just like there's hair on my, why are you guys saying bald if I'm literally not bald and you could see the hair on my head? It's not that short. I had it shorter most of the summer. Okay, let's get into this stuff. Tap Dance Jew. Okay, great to be back. GLM and Long of Love Speech. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Let's get into everything from today. So let's start with the view botting before we get into all the jester politics. Let's go cover some of the goyness going on. Let's see. View botting. Oh, Ronaldo. Oh, stable Ronaldo.
If I were to view bot, wouldn't I view bot my revenue too? Wouldn't I view bot my revenue too? Every single day? Wouldn't I view bot this or no? Would I view bot this or no? That's my.
Fuck. Sorry. Oh my god, I just hate wearing headphones. My bad. L. I know. Nigga pulled in academics. Okay, hold on. All right, let me just put on my headphones. Do the headphones block my Obama ears? Do I look less like a monkey with the headphones on? Kinda. This is like Asian Obama maxing. Let me be clear. I'm not bald. Aliens. I do have big ears. Very big ears. Anyway, let me fix the headphones. Blah, 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 blah. Sound. Mic. Okay, here we go.
Question. Would I cheat the system?
Would I do? Default headphones. Let me switch. I'm switching it up.
Would I view about my revenue too?
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. My apologies. Technical difficulties. I need Indian tech support fixed.
I dare you. Ask streamers who you think that view bot show the revenue. Show it. Show it. Show the revenue. Show the revenue. Go ahead. Wait, Ron, I have a question. Turkey subs. What about it? Turkey subs. 70-30 on Twitch. 1,000 subs January 1st. On this day, if I were to view bot, wouldn't I view bot my revenue too? Wouldn't I view bot my revenue too? Every single day? Wouldn't I view bot this or no? Would I view bot this or no? That's my question. Would I cheat the system?
I don't hear shit coming out of my headphones. I don't hear fucking shit coming out of these headphones. I don't know what's going on. I need Steezy back. I need a non-Mossad honeypot. 86K. Okay, let me just show you. I don't know what the fuck is going on with these. I need to hire somebody. And yes, that Mossad honeypot did follow up and kept sending all this stuff and trying to prove. Yeah, I'm fully convinced it was, I ended up blocking the number. I don't believe it. You said you're going to buy new headphones? That was in my other apartment, little bro. I have 2 homes. Wait, are they working? Okay, let me just show you. Okay. So I'm getting viewbot allegations all the time. Hair gone, I know. Let me just show you. Do you guys want to see my revenue, or is it Chud? Or is that going to put the evil eye on me? Is that inviting the evil eye? Let's show you. Let's show you halfway through the month to beat the allegations. All right. And this is just Kick. This is not YouTube. Obviously, I cross stream on YouTube and Kick. Here we go. This is halfway through February of this month. Here's the revenue. This is the best way. And you know, the only reason I'm doing this is just to beat viewbotting allegations, right? This is how we get somebody to, nobody cares. Okay, but this is how you apply pressure on people. So far I've made 97K on Kick this month. You know, obviously cross streaming on YouTube. Keep that in mind for anybody saying, oh, Kick, blah, blah, blah. I cross stream on YouTube first off. So this is just Kick. Yesterday on Kick, I made $10,000. That was the biggest day this month. I streamed for 9.5 hours yesterday. That was a 10K day on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Mashallah. Glad to see that. Say mashallah. Say mashallah in the chat. That means thank God. So, just a good, praise God. A little mashallah. 10K yesterday. That was great. And then other days, the day before, 3K, 5K, 4K, 6, 6, 7. It was another 10K day here. So things are going well. And yeah, so February so far, while cross streaming on YouTube, you can't bot that. You are monetized on SNEAKO. Yeah, I know. We've been cooking. I posted like 5 videos yesterday on my second channel. We've been going hard. So keep grinding, everybody. Keep working hard, and that's halfway through the month. So if I keep this up for the whole month, just from Kick, hopefully I can make 200,000. That'd be very big, and just from Kick, not from other stuff as well. But looking good. And I'm just showing that to let's go beat the view botting. And that's without gambling as well. So I hope Stable Ronaldo doesn't take the gambling deal. I don't think he's botting. I was surprised to see Kick and Santa Maria say that about Ronaldo, because on the podcast they said that they know everybody is view botting, but they won't expose them. but they chose to call out a Twitch streamer, not a Kick streamer, right? I do think that there's a lot of botting on Twitch, but I think it's even more rampant on Kick. I think it's easier on Kick to inflate the numbers. That's just my perception. I haven't done a deep dive on there. Not sure what that was. And in his defense, Dave Ronaldo said that they offered him a contract. Don't know if that's true. But shout out to Kick. I love the Kick partner program. Been working hard. And for my opinion, it looks like Kick pays more than Twitch. And you have less restrictions. All right, moving on. Let's go see this stuff. Please, is this working now? How the fuck is this not working? Is it working now? Yes. All right. Yeah, that's what I do. Last night I was having FOMO. In here. This is my, it is funny about my life. I get an email. I'm trying to hire more people. And the emails I get, and it says like 18-year-old assistant. She's even specifying, like, I think it was on her Twitter, the Mossad honeypot, how she was a virgin. It's like, it was so clearly a couple of intelligence assets. People in an agency were looking through my content, trying to see what they could use to appeal to me. And so they found out, okay, 18-year-old girl, speaks Arabic, loves your content, is going to cook and clean for you, going to be a submissive girl, giant tits. And then they found somebody who matched it, and she looked much older. Email, and like that was the dead giveaway. It was like how much she was reiterating that she's Muslim and all this stuff. And like the FaceTime frame, maybe one day I'll show you, but I don't want to dox her. The frame was just like, it was here. I cannot exaggerate like how much it was. But that's my life. Like it's Saturday night in Miami, and I'm here playing Last of Us, which was fun. It was actually more fun and more beneficial. And I made 10K yesterday streaming on Kick rather than wasting $300 to talk to a girl who's practicing astrology in a restaurant to try to get laid. Like that was a better use of the time. But I am getting a little bit stir crazy and FOMO. I'm used to kind of going out and being in the mix and everything. But here I am getting emails from Mossad and not going out. She was 15. No, I said it was 18. She said it in the email was 18. I just don't want to dox her. She was sending all these other texts like during the stream and stuff, like trying to say that I'm not Mossad. It's like saying that there was some condition. I'm not going to give all the information away because maybe I'm wrong and I'm just like being an asshole. But if you guys saw it, you'd be like, that girl's not fucking 18 years old. Are you kidding me? 27 and 18 is crazy. Is that crazy? How much of an age gap? You guys really still 18's legal. But here we go. Here's like one of the cancel conversation, but like, is it like, so then what? That's crazy. So then what's okay for you guys? Some people say that the rule is you're supposed to divide by 2 and add 7. I don't know. You're not going to discuss this in chat? 27 and 18 is pretty bad. What does that mean? Like, well, people say this all the time. Oh, it's crazy. It's weird. It's bad. Well, but is it wrong? Is it illegal? Is it harmful? Like, that's the real issue we should talk about. It's weird. What does that mean? What does that actually mean? All right, moving on. James Fishback. So he apparently got locked out of X and now he's back. He said, as governor, I will fight for Floridians of all religious backgrounds. It's disappointing and un-American for Byron Donalds to hold an exclusive meeting with just one religious group and exclude all others. So he's basically trying to say, nigga, who does that look like? Yo, Byron So, ladies. So, Jews. I want to say, let me join you. So, Jews. I'll be a good boy. I said if I dropped my pre-med course to start streaming. Well, you have to be good at it. Yikes. That hair looks, isn't this like freaky looking? So he's meeting with the Jews, and James Fishback is like, okay, he's only meeting with one group. W. James fucking Fishback, man. Fishback for Florida. Tweet this right now with the United States flag emoji. Shout out to James Fishback, bro. He's doing well, man. He hasn't said anything that I disagree with yet. And it's funny, the reason I saw this pop up, if you ever want to get a layup, Rabbi Shmuley is always here. It's almost like I think Rabbi Shmuley could be a Cutter asset. He works for Cutter. He just makes, like, look, he gets ratioed every single time. Literally nobody likes him. Just say you hate Jews. The people deserve candor, James. Just say you hate Jews. Just say it. And Fishback says, I condemn all forms of religious hatred against Jews, Muslims, and especially Christians. Wait, James, did you chat GPT this? James, no, your first L. Your first L. No, James. No. This is how you know it's an AI typing. When you see this hyphen here, that's Chat GPT writing this. He typed a prompt in, how do I respond and not look anti-Semitic to Rabbi Shmuley? And it gave him this. I condemn you selling dildos online with your daughter. W. Yeah, the weird long hyphen like this is, if you guys are going to use, I don't use AI to type ever, but if you guys do, be wary of that. Don't do that. Dead fucking giveaway. Okay, LeBron. What did LeBron say about Israel? I haven't seen this yet.
Defense. What message would you like to send for Israel?
If I have fans over there, I've never been there. If I have fans over there, then I hope you've been following my career. I hope I inspire people over there to not only want to be great in sports, but I want you to be better in general in life. So hopefully someday I can make it over there. Like I said, I've never been over there, but I've heard nothing but great things, and I appreciate the question.
Defense.
That's why Kyrie is the GOAT. I told you. What is this? What is this? What are you doing? This is Baphomet magic. What, bro? What is that? What is that? LeBron, did you learn that from your rabbi spiritual leader? Who told you this ritual? Why no one calls this out? But like, what is this black magic? You're saying it's kosher baby powder? Huh? All right, don't tell me he was there with Jay-Z. He does this a lot. Well, he does it pretty much every game. Here's another one. What the? Okay, so he throws, here it is, in slow motion. This is why he's pledging allegiance to Israel. Freemason sign, throw up the 2 6s, beat the chest, activate the demons, blow the magic in your hands, sell your soul to Israel, flick it on the court so everybody has to play on the black magic, spread it around to your teammates so they get the demonic energy too. Do the energy harvesting ritual so everyone in the stadium is now soulless and activated the demons too. Yell, and now the Baphomet energy has entered you.
Michael.
Yeah. Call this stuff out. LaGoy James. What about Kyrie, though? The GOAT. What did he say?
Just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me doing, do you see me in front of
putting it out there, people are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but it's not
you put things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is not
so let's move on.
Filled
let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not.
Now, getting called anti-Semite is a badge of honor. Anybody who's speaking up gets called an anti-Semite. This is an achievement here.
I'm not doing that.
Another human being. I can post whatever I want, so say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people
what
that you're
you
making
did,
up, bro. Move on.
But by posting,
This is a free man right here. LeBron James is still a slave. Kyrie's like Django. He escaped, and now he's fighting back against the slave masters.
Oh, next question. Next question. Do you guys have any more questions for me?
Well, again, if you guys want to know why they have to do this humiliation ritual, do you know who owns, what is it, 47% of the NBA teams? Let's look it up. Who owns the NBA teams? Well, let's see. This is why they have to do this. So again, if you remember, Kyrie Irving at the end of 2022, he posted a link to a documentary. And the documentary talked about a lot of things. but they called it anti-Semitic. They didn't like the documentary. And in return, he had to go to anti-Semitic training. They said in order to play sports ball again for the Goyim, you got to go to training for anti-Semitism. You have to donate $500K to an organization. You have to take classes. They had to force him through a humiliation ritual. So the NBA is owned by a mix of billionaires, investment groups, and family trusts. Dolan, Sheba. But the Adelson family, Dallas Mavericks, doesn't he play for the Mavericks? Does Kyrie Irving play for the Dallas Mavericks now? I think at the time he was playing for the Nets when he had to do that. But Kyrie Irving, does he play for the Mavericks? Yeah, he does. Yeah, so he plays for the Mavericks. And the Adelson family is the same family that just acquired TikTok. Every day we learn something. Just the Adelson family led by Dr. Miriam Adelson. Wow. Do you know who Dr. Miriam Adelson? This is that rich Zionist Jew that funded Trump hundreds of millions of dollars, allegedly, in my opinion, to get him to win. Miriam Adelson is one of the richest Zionists in the world and funds Trump. Look at the connections. Not only do they own Trump, they own the NBA. A prominent multi-billionaire American-Israeli clan with a net worth of over $37 billion. So they have dual allegiance. They're here funding American politicians while having a passport in a different country. They are involved heavily in philanthropy, Jewish causes, and politics. They are the majority owners of the Dallas Mavericks. So again, if you remember, towards the end of 2024, I was going to do a collaboration with Kyrie Irving. He reached out to me, but for reasons I won't specify, that's not going to happen. And I'm sure you can connect the dots why. I'm sure. It's not that difficult. Did the Adelson family buy TikTok, or was that a different family? Oh, yeah, it's a different family. My mistake, but same thing. And if I'm not mistaken, I think 47% of NBA teams are owned by Jews. What percentage of NBA teams are owned by Jews? Let's see. Wow, I got it right. Holy shit. Approximately 14 of the 30 NBA franchise owners are Jewish, representing nearly 47% of the league's teams. Don't you find the stat strange? Are there any Jewish players in the NBA? It's got to be 90% black people. And so you have all these black people under contracts and dictated, they are told what they can and can't say. If they have to put on a gay pride jersey, they have to put it on. If they need to promote Black Lives Matter, they'll put it on. If they need to go to anti-Semitic training for posting a link to a documentary, they have to do it. Even though they're multimillionaires and they make more money than pretty much all of us will ever make, they're still controlled. And over half these teams, even though there's almost no Jewish players at all, I can name one Jewish player besides LeBron James. LeGoy James is like the only Jewish player other than that, but yet they own 50% of the teams. You think probably the other 50%, you know who they're probably tied up with. But doesn't that look like slavery? Remember in Django Unchained, where the slave owners were getting black people to go fight each other to the death? Oh, that was a good fight. Here, grab a big beer for you. And just there sitting on the chairs, smoking. This is kind of like what the UFC White House fights are going to look like. Oh, wow. Good boy, fighting each other. Hell, kill him. Rip his tongue out. Ha ha ha, he got him. He's a big one, isn't he? Oh, yes, he is. He's a good slave. That's what they think the NBA and the NFL is. Seeing people get CTE and run into each other, risk their physical attributes for entertainment. It's the same thing. It's advanced slavery. So shout out to Kyrie Irving, the real one.
You're going to say...
You guys have any more questions? Because this is going to be a clip. This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh, my God. Let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie basketball
just exists.
Yeah, nice. Knows he's not going to get Cliff Farm. Fucking legend. Legend. Here's... Well, before we get into the stupid stuff. Okay, yeah, I wanted to correct this. I saw this. I replied to this and deleted it. So this is fake. I don't know why it's not community noted, but here it says Japan unveils new anti-Islam laws, halal ban. Halal food, which just means like clean food. Like if people are like, yeah, cool, halal's banned. You know what that is? Halal food means animals that are killed properly, right? Because when you get a burger from McDonald's, they're electrocuted in a factory, which is spiking their adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is what appears in blood. It spikes the anxiety before you die. This is what people on the Epstein Island were allegedly doing. This is why they do blood rituals. They try to get somebody extremely scared right before you kill them so that when you eat it, the blood has more adrenaline in it. And
Commas like to say it's a class war. Look who's at the top of the classes.
Yeah, Hassan Piker yesterday was correcting what I was saying, yeah, I don't care about fascists. I'm not an anti-Semite like you. Saying it in a sassy way while eating his food, multimillionaire pretending to care about poor people. It's the fascists. It's the fascists. It's like, why do you think that people are controlling it? What do you think they're using to control Israel, to control America, to expand Israel? And I'm also of the belief that a lot of these people aren't really Jewish. They're using it for their own political gain. But Hassan's retarded ass, he won't say that they're using Judaism for their own gain. He'll say that they're using fascism. But just look all over the emails and how they're calling us all goyim. It's very clear what they're doing. It's very clear how they're using these tactics and how they're mobbing up with each other. And this is not indicative for all Jews, which is stupid cancel culture tactics to be like, oh, I'm not like the bad guy. I'm not a Nazi. Yeah, I'm not a Nazi either, but I'm calling it like it is. It's very clear what's happening, right? But it's supposed to redirect and talk about class. But stuff like this here, right? Halal food is good because it prevents adrenochrome. Unless you want to be like Jay-Z, unless you want to get that spiked adrenaline food that's in all the McDonald's food and most of the burgers you eat, all that slop. Saying large mosque ban, call to prayer ban, praying in the street ban. Yeah, this. It basically said Islam is not welcome in Japan. Go home. Okay, and this is also false. Islam is expanding in Japan not because of people immigrating. Islam is expanding because people are reverting. People are converting to Islam. But also this is fake. This is literally not even true. This is false. And I fell for it. So I got to get better at that. I deleted the tweet. Shout out to Japan. Love Japan. Let's see how they pronounce fridge.
これなんですかね。リフリガレーター。リフリジレーター。
リフリゲラート。
リフリゲレータ
ー。リフレンダー。リフレンター。リフレンジャー。リフリジェン
Someone in the chat said dog cooler. Okay, you're gonna get timed out for 5 minutes.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
What the?
Refrigerator. Refrigerator.
I should add that to my soundboard.
Refrigerator.
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 Oh man, it was good. Yeah, Professor Jang yesterday. Rate that 1 through 10 if you guys didn't see it. I posted the full version on my X. I had to censor the 9/11 stuff on YouTube, but yeah, the full like 2 hour and 20-minute interviews on X and 2 hour and 10-minute versions on YouTube. Go check it out. You guys saying it was a 10? What about YouTube? What are you guys saying? How did you enjoy that one? So today I want to get into some lectures. Later on, there's a lot of stuff I want to cover today. We're gonna IQ max. All right, we're gonna IQ max. You know, we do gore slop content too, fun stuff, but as of late, I think people are really resonating with the IQ maxing. You know, looks maxing is cool, but if you've realized, people like Peter Thiel are rubbing their leathery hands together. Peter Thiel right now, looking at all the people turn looks maxing into a meme. The goyim love it. I love it. It's so funny. The mogging, the frame, yeah, it's a funny meme. But remember that Peter Thiel is looking down at 100 screens like a Batman villain, scanning everybody, start to normalize transhumanism while he rubs his leather hands together. And he realizes that he can now expand the transhumanist movement, turn AI people into these mixed half-breed, connected to Neuralink, fully reliant upon the system, taking SSRIs and eating gore slop. This is now the next step. So obviously it's funny. It's a good meme. But yeah, and looks maxing is important. You should look the best you can. You should put in an effort, just like, you know, me with my perfect haircut. You should put an effort to try to appear great. But I'm not going to recommend steroids. I don't recommend it, especially if you want to have children. I've been doing more research about that because it is extremely popular now. If you want to have children in the future, put me in the chat if you do. Taking steroids really hinders that possibility and will give you complications that you don't want to have, right? And that's probably one of the most important things you could do in life is start a family. So why risk that? Why throw that away so that you can look cool or mog? Throwing that away, or even risking that so that you could mog is not worthwhile. So you have to look at the risk versus reward. If your priority is mogging, then go on ahead. But I think for the majority of humanity, it isn't. The majority of humanity wants to have a family. You're saying steroids equals dick small? That's not true. Apparently it shrinks your balls, but who cares? It's like, they don't care about that. Maybe after kids, yeah, potentially. But I like this normalizing so quickly, right? Because people are talking about how like the internet's fun again. You got to remember what the tech billionaires want to do. This is the new world order. The old world order was Wall Street, was finance, the Rothschild system, and they're still going to succeed. The Rothschilds are investing into AI and where tech is going. But that's why, and this is Professor Zhang's theory, that's why they've decided to release the Epstein files now so that they can destroy the old world order. And this is something that Marco Rubio is saying in front of the plane, that the new world order is here, that the old world way, the old world control is no longer here. And they don't mean that in terms of religion. They mean that in terms of who has the most money. And for a long time, they've relied on transnational capital, but they are so desperately trying to switch it over so that we're completely reliant upon AI. That's the best way to control the goyim. If we need tech to survive, if we don't know how to cook anything, if we don't know how to speak properly without looking at ChatGPT to tell us, without knowing basic facts, not knowing how to cook, clean, plant, how to know to provide for ourselves, right? What I loved about Professor Zhang's interview yesterday was he kept reiterating how the most important form of currency is knowledge. Knowledge is real power. And that's what I remember when I got banned everywhere. When I was banned everywhere for 3 years, right when it happened, my parents, they told me that I should try to get a job. But I knew that even though I had no platform and I had no traditional way on social media to make money, I knew that from what I was able to do and the knowledge that I've acquired, I'd be able to figure out a way. And I did. That's why I don't worry about this now. That's why I don't sell my soul for gambling like bottom goy. I don't need to go, because I know that what I've done and with my community and the connection that I've made with people, I'll figure a way. I'll figure it out. I've done it before and I'll do it again. That's the most important. And that's what they're trying to remove from you. It's an information war. It's a spiritual warfare to destroy your knowledge and to destroy your independence, to make you reliant upon the state for everything. People like Peter Thiel are transhumanists. You've seen like what they're even normalizing adrenochrome. You know that one guy, that's weird tech dude, super rich, he's like swapping blood with his teenage son so that he could try to see if he could live longer. They want you to have Neuralink. You see, there's a Mr. Beast video out there where he's starting to promote Neuralink, allegedly, in my opinion, saying how it fixed this person. First, it's fixing somebody who's disabled, and then anybody who has a mental health problem or anybody transgender is going to need it too. So that's why I like going bald and like shave my head, because although it looks, trying to appear the best you can is important, but being too attached to these things, these are all material, and living just for your looks and thinking purely about mogging, even though like that stuff has its place in the world, but thinking purely in that metric is not it's not adding value to the world. It's based off of competition with others and superficial surface level things. Who looks better, who appears better. It's not because when you die, you're not judged on your haircut, or you're not judged on your testosterone or your fake jaw, any of this weird stuff or you're just judged on your actions and what you do and what you know and what you've done, your deeds. That's what's most important. And that's why I like doing these streams right now and these lectures, and because IQ mogging is the most important, and intention mogging. But anyway, not to yap about that forever. Soul maxing. Not to get too chud. Oh, this is funny as well.
This is 100 strangers who have spent over 3 hours lining up just to try some instant ramen. But why? Well, 7 days ago, I created a fake 5-star ramen restaurant and called it Nisei Ramen, or translated from Japanese, fake ramen. We took some photos, set up a completely fake website, and made a TikTok about Nisei that went viral. It went so viral, in fact, that I started only letting in influencers who had over 100,000 followers.
How many followers do you have?
I have 240K.
Everyone else would have to wait outside. To make it even fancier, we then set up a projector to play scenes of nature, served all of
look how absolutely easy it is to scam the goyim. It's so easy right now to make a buck, to get people to look, people are sitting down on the sidewalk with trash everywhere to go eat ramen noodles. You fucking idiots. This is why Epstein is bragging about how the goyim do the hard work while he gets to make money from scamming and from stocks. Goy will sit on the sidewalk to eat ramen because they saw it on TikTok. This This is what Peter Thiel looks at rubbing his hands together.
Would have to wait outside. To make it even fancier, we then set up a projector to play scenes of nature, served all of our instant ramen in plant pots, and even hired a DJ to play nature noises and called the experience Ramen Forest. But the only thing that really mattered was if people believed it was real.
Chef needs to make me another bowl.
Tastes like very nice.
So, it's literally, this is what people eat in fucking jail. This is literally what prisoners eat. But the reason that they all like it...
Brother SNEAKO, Brother SNEAKO, Brother SNEAKO, Brother SNEAKO.
Make me another bowl.
Tastes like very nice and homely.
Would you guys come back? Yeah. Absolutely. It's beautiful. How much would you pay for a bowl? Yeah.
The reason that they think it tastes good is because they're told it tastes good. People don't even know how to listen to their own taste buds anymore. They don't even know how to feel things properly. All right. The appearance of the restaurant, the DJ being there, the hype and sitting outside, they've already determined that the ramen is the best. They don't know, people are literally more incapable of independent thought than they've ever been. That's how easy it is for the sheep to follow anything. So let's go see how this is expanded on a bigger scale. This is a perfect example of how they're scamming you. This is Obama, who just went on a podcast. And again, Obama, a war criminal. I know Obama has war and everything. But I bombed Libya. Killed a lot of children. All right, I'd hope he does. He has aura. He has the big ears and everything. I look like Asian Obama right now. He did. He shows up. He has a good smile. He's an approachable guy. I would, a lot of people could fall for that. But remember, he killed a lot of people, man. The guy loved drone strikes.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in.
Aliens aren't real. Demons are real. Possessed people are real. Aliens into this funky mumbo jumbo, they're coming in from a different planet. That's not real. Where's the evidence of that? And if that were true, why did you not say it while you were president? Why would you say it now, over almost a decade since you've been in office?
What is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president.
What do you mean enormous conspiracy? Nigga, that'd be you. It's you.
The United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
No, the first question you asked is, who the fuck did 9/11? You probably already knew beforehand, but this is not what you're asking. So the reason that they put this out now, I hope you know, is because everybody is now capable of looking at the Epstein files. Most of the Goyim are not looking at it anyway because they don't feel like looking at it and they're too dumb, or they're too lazy, or they're too stupid. There's a million reasons why they don't. So every single time they release information like this, there is counterintelligence. Alex Jones is a perfect example. The bones and the babies and the Trump is releasing the file. They're turning the frogs gay. They have paid actors to subvert the conversation and make it all wacky and kooky. And then anyone who actually looks into this, they are looped in with the crazy, kooky conspiracy theorists. That's why it's so important to call this out. Obama's on this podcast now. He has no reason to be on here other than to spread propaganda. He doesn't need to promote anything. He doesn't need the money. He's not promoting a podcast. He's already one of the most famous people of all time. He's going on here specifically to get people talking about fucking aliens instead of the fact that Epstein worked for Israel. They don't want you to see what they're doing and what the connections that he has. They want to kook up the conversation. Aliens and babies and blah, 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 blah. And now everyone's all wacky. And we forgot what the fuck we were supposed to know in the first place. And then all the goy on TikTok are looking at these videos. Aliens. And when they have a conversation, they repeat it to their friends. Aliens, aliens. And by the time we go to war with Iran for Israel, everybody has been distracted and talking about babies and Alex Jones's gay frogs and aliens. No, aliens aren't real. Aliens aren't. He's just saying this without providing any evidence, without explaining what it is. He just said it flat out. And we're supposed to believe him because he was a former president. Now he's just there as a paid actor. What is Hillary Clinton saying?
Things like migration. It went too far. It's been disruptive and destabilizing, and it needs to be fixed in a humane way with secure borders that don't torture and kill people. I think we need to call it for what it is. There is a legitimate reason to have a debate about things like migration. It went too far.
So this is the former head of the Democrat Party, right? The face of liberalism. I'm with her. People put on pink pussy hats and said that we needed a female president. And now she's admitting that mass immigration went too far, and she's right. A lot of third worlders get upset about that, but it's true. We got to figure out who to point the blame at. Why is there so much third world immigration? Well, one, in Canada and the United States, it's because they give out so many H-1B visas, right? And Indians, for example, you guys know who they love. Yes, sir. More support, full support for Israel, sir. Yes, I love Israel. The H-1B visas, that's predominantly coming from India. And when they halt those visas, they say that, oh no, these poor Indians are stranded in India. What do you mean stranded? They're in India. That's their home. India, without being disrespectful or anything, is on paper one of the dirtiest countries in the world, if not the dirtiest. The amount of shitting in the streets is higher than it is in almost any country in the region. There's videos all the time that people see where they literally brush the trash into the ocean. It's unhygienic, right? They're predominantly Hindu. These people, they worship 330 million gods. They worship a lot of idols. They do different rituals. They cook a lot of food with their feet. This is true. This is factual. This is no disrespect. I love my Indians. Shout out to T-Series and whatever. No disrespect. This is just what is factually true. But the rest of third world immigration is coming from the Middle East, is coming from North Africa, coming into predominantly Europe. It's not really happening in America, but it's affecting Europe. And then people loop it in because they're like, okay, white country, blah, blah, blah. They're changing. The demographics are changing extremely fast. The demographics in the United States are changing really fast. It's not just Mexico, and it's not just India in the United States. Also, they're coming in from the Mexican border. But in Europe, it's predominantly from the Middle East. And so they start saying all this thing, oh my God, I hate brown people, I hate Muslim immigration, oh Muslim immigration. They start to blame the immigrants. But why is there so much third world immigration? Why are these people being kicked out of their homes? Why do these people not have a safe country to live in? Oh, it's because the United States went to war and bombed the fuck out of the entire Middle East and then said, wait, there's no weapons of mass destruction after all. Oh, no weapons of mass destruction. We destabilized the entire, the CIA sets up rogue groups like ISIS, rogue groups, and establish these weird governments, false people in charge who just want to get money. And then we blame them when the people need a place to live. It's like the West will ruin the Middle East.
Would you ever collab with Sean King? He's putting out great stuff about Palestine.
Yeah, sure, I'm down. So just remember, it's really stupid rhetoric to be like, the Muslim invasion. And this is again what Alex Jones, the controlled opposition, is saying. He was saying for years, the Islamic takeover of the West, the Islamic takeover, blah. First off, it's not really Muslims coming in America, it's Indians. Indians are predominantly Hindu. Second, if you're talking about Muslim immigration taking over in Europe, why did that happen? Why did that happen? Oh, maybe it was all those unnecessary wars. Maybe it's the United States' fault. Maybe people don't hold themselves accountable for that. And as we've started to detail more, what was the pretext to go to war in the Middle East? 9/11. 9/11. Now a lot of people are looking into it, and allegedly, in my opinion, this is not my opinion, people think it's very strange what happened. People think it's weird that the passport's in the rubble, that Howard Lutnick conveniently didn't show up to work that day because he had to take his son to kindergarten. All these workaholics like Larry Silverstein, who took out $1 billion insurance loan and then also didn't show up to work that day. A lot of this stuff doesn't add up at all. And the counter was, wait, how could all these people keep a secret like that? How could all these powerful people keep something that secret? And then we see the Epstein files and like, oh wait, they are 100% capable of it and they have been doing it. So if they did it for the Epstein Island, what would make them incapable of doing it for 9/11? So maybe all this was a lie? I don't think so. I don't know what you think. What did Alex Jones say? So here he's saying, the Epstein files, listen, motherfuckers. And it got community noted. Alex Jones was on Myron's podcast. Myron and his little retarded sidekick. He says, there's no cabinet meeting on February 15th. President Trump was at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. So he got community noted and he's just lying. Let's see if this follows my belief that Alex Jones is a paid actor, controlled opposition, meant to just muddy up the conversation and get people confused.
He had meetings yesterday and today with his cabinet.
Oh, okay.
This
You mean
exclusive.
Trump having this morning? Okay.
If Muslims want their lands to stay Muslim, why can't Christians have the same?
If Muslims want their lands to stay Muslim, why can't Christians? But Muslims are, look, ask any Muslim, we are willing to have other faiths coexist. This is traditional throughout the entire Islamic history. When Muslims were in charge in Palestine, Jews were coexisting. When Muslims were in charge of Spain, Jews and Christians were coexisting. This is part of our doctrine, is that we allow other faiths to exist. Cap. Look at history.
Yeah. No one knows this.
Look at you guys saying Cap. Let me show you some stats. People saying this stuff. You have no idea what you're talking about. Let's look at Lebanon, right? You're going to say that's a Muslim country, right? In the Middle East. North of Israel, correct? So this is Lebanon. As of 2022, Christian population in Lebanon is approximately 30 to 34%. Do you know what the Muslim population in America is? 2%. What about Saudi? Saudi, right? This is where Mecca and Medina is. This is where the holy sites in Islam are. Saudi Arabia is estimated between 1.2 and 2.1 million Christians, roughly 3.4 to over 4% of the total population. Again, there are more Christians in Saudi than there are Muslims in America. Stop listening to Alex Jones. You don't know what you're talking about.
Talked to multiple people, one that was in the room and other people that heard about it. And also people that were delivering my message, which I'm here in Florida delivering to the family. Like, listen, you're committing political suicide, self-inflicted wound. We know you're not in there. I had Mark Mitchell go 3 months ago to the White House, show him the numbers. This is what's killing him. We know he's not involved already. We know it was over the stock market because I was with people that were at the meeting a year ago, over a year ago, 13 months ago when he's president-elect. And they told him this. And I've said it probably 1,000 times on air. Folks, I don't agree with it. People said I'm covering up for it. I was just saying with their idea, their mindset. I'm not agreeing with that. It'll crash the stock market. You got hundreds of head bankers, heads of universities, heads of brokerage firms, the royalty, not
Bill
just
Gates as well.
Bill Gates. Oh, it just goes on and on. You know, all of top Obama's people. It's all.
Okay, look, Bill
If
Gates,
Iraq
Obama.
was at threat of becoming Muse cause of immigrants, they would do it too. Save EU.
Yeah, but save EU. So this is the stupid rhetoric. Again, I am agreeing with you. I am agreeing that there's too much mass immigration, dumbass. Look at what the problem is. Is the problem, who's at fault? Why is there so much mass immigration? Why are so many people displaced from their countries? Is it because Muslims intentionally are coming and trying to destroy and invade? Or were they destabilized by the same parts of the world, by the West? Are they destabilized by the West for wars that were unjustified? And why did these wars happen? Who were these wars supporting? Connect the dots. Don't just look at the surface level thing. This is like when people talk about, for example, ICE. When they get all upset about ICE, they left and right, oh, save our country, save our country. And then you realize what the intention was behind this, to keep us divided and keep us fixated and having these stupid goyim fights over looking at the bigger picture. While you argue about something, and while you fight within each other, within the goyim, while not changing anything, when you redirect your outrage to something that is unimportant, the people at the top win. I'm agreeing with you. There's too much immigration. But if you want that to change, look at the real problem.
Poland didn't attack the Middle East, but Muslims are trying to force their way into it.
Okay, the Western world did. The Western world is responsible. Poland did not attack anyone because Poland's been getting invaded for their entire history. But it's not, you're saying it's the Muslims. First off, even if they're coming in from Africa, Nigeria, for example, is 50% Christian. So many of Northern African immigrants are Christian as well, but retards will see that they're brown and immediately label them Muslim. Muslim is Muslim immigration. Even if they're Indian, which is what, 90% Hindu, Muslim immigration. You see brown and you think Muslim because you don't know what you're talking about, because you're just believing in that goy slop, because they need you to hate Muslims. They want you to dehumanize Muslims the way that the whole world fell for it after 9/11 so that they could justify war. So that something like the Palestine genocide could happen and people look away when the deaths are being celebrated and the Israelis are bragging about it because you have not seen them as people anymore. Because the dehumanization propaganda has worked so successfully, you don't see this life as a human life anymore. You see it as subhuman the same way they do. Unplug yourself from the propaganda.
Democrats, 99%. But they came to Trump and they said, if you bring this out, it'll bring that stock market.
Again, look who Alex Jones brought up.
it'll crash the stock market. You got hundreds of head bankers, heads of universities, heads of brokerage firms, the royalty, not
Bill
just
Gates as well.
Bill Gates. Oh, it just goes on and on.
Gates,
You know, all of top Obama's people. It's all
Obama.
Democrats, 99%.
It's all Democrats. It's all Democrats. According to Alex, it's all Democrats. It's all Democrats. He's not going to mention Leslie Wexner, who financed him, Leon Black, who financed Epstein. He's not going to mention the emails that he said that Epstein represented the Rothschilds, saying that he was going to have a meeting with
It's not a Muslim's
Netanyahu.
problem. Then it's a get the brown clowns and Jews out of EU. U.S.
Okay, again, you're trying to make the right point, but you're just kind of blocked by, now you're applying the same ideology that the people of Israel do. The reason that Israel exists is because of racial supremacy, because they see everybody else as goyim that they can exploit.
Same in Bosnia. USA made Dayton. Now we have to go to West to survive because of situation.
Yeah. Bosnia was destroyed so much in the 90s. They're recovering well. Shout out to the Bosnians. Let me finish this clip.
But they came to Trump and they said, if you bring this out, it'll bring down the stock market. I probably said, let's not exaggerate, 500 times the last year and a half that
Again, you see, he's doing the same thing, Ben Shapiro, and he's just blaming the left instead of the bigger problem. This is just what Nicki Minaj said. This is why, like, you could tell Alex Jones is probably getting paid by the MAGA movement. He's probably getting paid by Trump to run cover.
expect this to happen, because I was already told, don't expect this because this is what happened. And I said, you're making a mistake. They're going to stab you in the back. They said, no, they're not. And I said, that's wrong. But notice Bondi 3 days ago, or Thursday, was in that congressional hearing.
Yeah.
And she goes, it'll crash the stock market and bring down the system, I tell you. And people got the clips of me saying that like 100 times. So, but finally Trump got, oh my God, it's going to crash it anyways. I've been double crossed. So this morning.
I've been double crossed. Quote from Donald Trump. Epstein was a terrific guy, great guy. He loves a lot of the beautiful women, some of them very young. Terrific guy. Double crossed.
He said, you're all fired. This is people in the meeting.
Wow.
He said, you're all fired. He said, I want, by the way, behind the scenes, Trump used to cuss some, he yelled some. You see when he's hoarse, he goes, I'm sorry, I'm screaming people. He said, listen, motherfuckers, I'm sick of being tied to this shit. I'm the one that dropped a dime on him 18 years ago. He goes, you're all fucking fired if it isn't fucking released. Do you fucking understand me? They released the whole list of anybody in his files. They released 3 million more files, and Trump said, I will fire every goddamn one of you.
Where's the source of that? Where is that? Because every time he's addressed that at a press conference, he tries to run away from the conversation. He has Howard Lutnick, the rich Zionist Jew who was next door neighbors with Epstein, laughing maniacally right behind him. But now Alex Jones has this information about the president that we haven't seen, and he's getting community noted over it.
Because they came to him and said, sir, they say your wife's a hooker. All this stuff that was all recycled from 9-10 years ago, which I said it was, and it came out. They said his wife's a hooker. Worked for Epstein. That wasn't true. He had a modeling agency that she was at. She wasn't at that. So
here's the Trump Truth Social post. Okay, and this is this is how easy it is to divide the goyim. And you can see people in the chat right now too. You can see him use the same talking points. This is not a left-right issue. Everything left, right, everything. I'm going to keep on reiterating this every stream. All of it. Every single ism. Left, right. This is all serving the same master. Keeping us divided. I'm a conservative. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. All of this is slop. Here's proof. The confused and badly failing Democrat Party did nothing about Jeffrey Epstein while he was alive except befriend him, socialize with him, travel to his island. Okay, look how many double-speaking lies he said just before he even finished the first sentence. Travel to his island. Howard Lutnick traveled to his island on his boat with his children after he was convicted of sex crimes. Fact. Socialized with him. Trump was partying with him so many times. He has countless pictures with Jeffrey Epstein. He said he was a terrific guy with beautiful, young, hot women. Befriend him. You guys look like you were best friends. And take his money. They knew everything there was to know about Epstein. But now, after his death, they out of nowhere are seeming to show such love and heartfelt concern for his victims. Does anybody believe that? Where were they during his very public trials and for years? Nowhere to be found. It's the left. It's the left. The Dems don't care about the victims, as proven by the fact that they never did before. Pam Bondi just addressed it and said, hey, let's not talk about the Epstein files. The Dow's up. The Dow's up. You really going to believe in this Democrat shit? Why do you think Nicki Minaj out of nowhere randomly started saying, the Democrats, the Democrats? shaking Trump's hand out of nowhere. The woman who became famous through hip hop from twerking and making twerk music. I'm Roman. My money on China. Now she's a big MAGA supporter. It's because they are getting paid. They are taking money from these people. Who does Trump make money from? Miriam Adelson, Jewish Zionist, dual allegiance with a passport and citizenship in Israel. Where did Jeffrey Epstein flee to when he was convicted of sex crimes in 2008? Israel. This is merely another Democrat hoax, just like Russia, 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 and all the others. Democrat hoax, Democrat hoax.
They were fucking with him and telling him, you don't want to do this. They tricked him, and now Trump went thermonuclear. He finally listened to us. He finally listened to Roger Stone and others, and this is historic. And I'm told, Congressman Tim Burchett and others have said, they have already been access to this, okay? And they said, if you think the Satanism and the cannibalism and the blood drinking.
Keywords: Satanism, cannibalism, blood drinking. Does he ever mention Israel there? You see the misdirection? You see how this is, whoa, blood and baby, aliens and babies and blood and just wonky horseshit. And there's no doubt that some of this was essentially and could have been going on with beef jerky and ice cream and steak and the weird codes that they were doing. But the important issue, who did he work for? What were his intentions? Who was he tied up with? Before you get all over about aliens and babies and blood, let's talk about the glaringly important issue. Alex Jones is a shill. Next 10. Other than the Ottoman Empire, Muslims, Christians, and Jews all worshipped in Jerusalem for 400 years. The violence didn't start until the Ottoman rule ended. Coexistence was real. I know. Yes. Under Muslim rule, with the Muslim caliphate, religions, other faiths were allowed to exist. This is just common knowledge.
Is bad in what you saw before. They said what is in these new files is going to shake everybody, and they warned you, don't even look at it if you don't want to have nightmares.
Yeah, if you don't want to have, if you don't want to have nightmares, just trying to cause you panic. Be scared, COVID, paranoia. Again, Alex Jones, follow your master's words. If you want the Epstein files released, he doesn't want your support.
I mean, this is, folks, this is the Death Star. This will be a day long remembered. I mean, this is mega freaking massive.
This is the Death Star. Well, you got community noted. This didn't happen. There was no cabinet meeting. He's just straight up lying. Just lying. What else did he do on the show?
Okay, we celebrate. All right.
Okay, you got
Hey,
Where's Chris?
Where's Chris when you need him?
Yeah, our producer.
We are celebrating the fact that we forced the White House release this shit, and their New World Order is burning the fuck down.
Hey, man.
Here's the fucking the New World Order.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers thought you'd stop me?
He was also allegedly, he's promoting the Iran war right now. You know, same thing as the Trump ad.
You're losing your ass right now, bitch.
The real Alex
Fuck
Jones.
you, Rothschild.
Alex, you are a wangaff. I love you. You are the GOAT. Thank you for always giving Nick a platform when no one else would.
What's a wangaff?
Oh, white ass nigga going hard as fuck.
Right.
Let's do this. I'm a human nigger going hard as fuck.
There you go.
Oh my God, dude.
Are all these new cancer cures real or
Because I'm all about everybody.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, black, brown, white, everybody. We are hard ass humans going hard as fuck.
He says, are all these new cancer cures real or psyop?
Cancer was created by the Rockefellers, the modern version. It's 95% of it's viral. It's all on record. They inject it. They got to turn your immune system off, which is what the COVID shot does, which also has 400 plus cancer viruses in it to give you cancer. So yeah, it's all real. Cancer, 60 years ago, they used to fly oncologists across the country.
I might get banned on YouTube because of that hard R. So, okay. YouTube people, come on over to Kick real quick. Alex Jones is spamming hard R. There's a lot more that I want to get into and uncover. So just join up. I'm going to be live all night. Going to be playing games later, but I have a lot more to talk about. Just come join YouTube. It's kick.com/SNEAKO. Just pin it in the chat. Come on over, YouTube people. You guys all came over yesterday. That was great to see. Come on over. Just click the link. Join up Kick. Join up my Kick.
They came with cancer. Now they got cancer everywhere. So cancer is real. They have total cancer cures. It's all a lie.
Wow. That's real shit. Okay.